And gentlemen of the internet, welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're here today with Punpun, Oyasumi Punpun, Goodnight Punpun, Arrivederci Punpun, Auf Wiedersehen Punpun, chapter 89, 90, 91, 92, and 93 reaction. Let us hop right in. We ended off the last chapter, chapter 88, with 1 year later. It's cold. That's really cold. That's really cold. I was in the freezer. That is cold. Like, it is warm. You might be able to see it. I'm not sweating really. My forehead is like, but my forehead feels like it's really dry, you know, because that's how warm it is. And that right there is just like the coldest thing ever. Perfection. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, chapter 89 of Oyasumi Punpun. Hello, this is Nanjo speaking. So it's been a year. It's been quite a long time since we last spoke, hasn't it? I'm sorry to call at such a busy time of the year, but you are free to talk right now. Yes, who's he talking about? Is he talking about to Punpun? Well, you see, I've been starting to draw some manga again. Yes, I'm still working on it. I've been thinking of giving it another shot, starting over again from scratch. Okay. This month was December, and just like the year before, the people were bustling back and forth through the town, as if trying to make up for all the time that passed by now that the year was at an end. I mean, that's kind of how it works. But unlike a year ago, Punpun had learned to fit right in among the crowd by matching the bustle of the city. Nice. A year had already gone by since Punpun set out to live alone. He had changed quite a bit. Punpun, Mimura, well done both of you. Look at that, look where that's going. Well done both of you. Whoa, what's with those dark shadows under your eyes? They're ruining your beauty. Shut up. Punpun, okay, the editor, that's who she was talking to. The editor agreed to take a look at my manuscript this New Year's Day. So can you help me finish up the final touch-ups on it? Punpun's like, alright. Picasso, I'm here. Picasso, I'm here. Oh, that's right. If things end up getting chosen for some award, let us use the prize money to go to a hot spring and have crazy sex. Just kidding. Sad times. Oh, Sachi, what is it? Never mind. It's nothing. Alright. All in front of a shrine. Blessings for New Year's. I wish for everybody in this world to be unhappy. Nanjo Sachi. I wish for everybody in this world to be happy. Only that Punpun. That's crazy. That right there is crazy. She said, I want everyone to be unhappy. Punpun's like, I want everyone to be happy. That's crazy. That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. Alright, Happy New Year. We'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year's and announce our oh, she's getting married. I wish you get divorced already. Sincerely, Komushi and Miyuki. Alright, so she's getting married. That's cool. Hold on a second. Check if the manuscript's in the folder, just in case. I just hope we won't arrive late. I knew we should have left earlier. You think, yeah, of course you're nervous. Of course you're nervous. You think I'm nervous? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Of course you're nervous. Like, straight up. I'm only excited, that's all. Huh? Oh, yeah, she's trying to find an excuse right now. Like, oh no, I can't go. Hey, hello, citizens. Marine-like floating. Floating? Or is that floating? Floating. The high ideal. This is the used goods recycling truck. Seki. Hello. Please feel free to throw away your unused computers, bicycles, radios, and other such unwanted junk on the back of this truck. Seki. I said, hey. Hi there, Seki. How you doing? Okay, interesting. How's he gonna fit into the story? Pretty shittily, I guess. Did you hear about the coming of age ceremony being held next week? I ain't going. It's not like there's anybody I want to see. Sage and Shiki is a ceremony held for Japanese people when they turn 20. Interesting. Very, very interesting. More importantly, I don't think I want to show anybody how I've turned out. Look, man. That's fine. That's fine. Do you? Man, you really haven't changed a bit, have you, Shimizu? You should just make some new friends now that you're in university. Don't just hang around with me all the time and be a little more independent, will ya? What? I was just saying stuff. Stop taking everything I say so seriously. Remind you of someone? Remind you of someone? Ah, Shimizu, behind you. Yes, hello. I'm at Shinjuku right now. No, I don't mind at all. Yes, alright, thank you. That was the editor. He called to delay the meeting by 1 hour. Good thing we didn't come too early. Whew.
Listen to me well, fellow citizens. We are outraged, and the reason for our indignation must be spoken.
It would be almost criminal not to let the world know. But wow. I can't believe a year and a half just flew by while drawing it. Neither can I. In the span of one chapter, a year and a half flew by. In a hysterical society that increasingly values women over men, we are the... This guy. This guy. Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't show Karens this. The only salvation in this crisis is to mingle with pure 2D... The 2D movement. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, the bliss that is 2D, and more so our 2D panties. How I want to see them, draw them, and touch them. Thus we hear vows to never let our hearts sway by the vile impurity that is freed. Okay. Alright. Gone off the deep end and no return for him. Haha. Well, I'm sure everything will go fine. With my amazing presentation, I'm sure they'll... who are you? Let go of that mic. Good vibrations. What? Good vibrations. Yeah. Mr. Good Vibrations is here. Mr. Good Vibrations is here. Thank you, everyone. I have decided to run for governor of Tokyo. Please call me Maximilian Pegasus. It's time to the duel. Yeah. Woo! We've got Maximilian Pegasus here. In half a year from now, the world shall come to an end. Can you hear it? The weeping of the universe. Wow. It's been a really long time, hasn't it? Tanako Aiko. Right. Alright there, Aiko. Alright there, Aiko. Alright there, Aiko. Sheesh. Alright there, Aiko. Interesting. Interesting. Aiko to me is like the biggest X factor at the moment. Because like I feel like everything will go well. Punpun will like... him and Sashi, their relationship will grow closer and closer. Maybe Punpun will be ready to finally move on, and then Aiko's gonna appear in front of him like, hello. Did you miss me? 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 And that's gonna ruin everything. That's gonna put our wrench into the span of things. But hey, chapter 90, ladies and gentlemen, chapter 90. Sure, we've got a cast of characters, a huge cast of characters here. Other than Punpun, Stop it! A worthless 20-year-old who sleeps with women only to never contact them again. Freedom. Nanjo Sashi, a tough 24-year-old aiming to become a mangaka, cram school tutor. Mimadoya Setsuyuki, a dashing young lad. Did he write that? Did he write this cover? University student. Kenny Miyuki, a chubby girl who's Sachi's friend and former classmate, wife. Shizuro Heruko, owner of Shishido's Heights, real estate. Seki Masumi, a runaway child who misunderstood freedom. Shimizu, a strange boy who can't wake up from his dreams, university student. Toshiki, a fairy living in the city. Papawa Channel, a lolicon internet addict. Perfect. Echo Back, what a name. Echo Back, a feminist and strong supporter of organic food. Good vibrations. Associate University professor. White Pick, 70 kilograms of pure magic. Shopkeep. Having one left battery left over is troublesome. Having one left battery over is troublesome. What a great description. Love Infinite. Physical education graduate and swimmer. Wow. Amazing. Ass Hamburger. A cherry girl whose dream is to be an anime voice actress. Guardian Angel. Gibobo Gigigi. A middle-aged woman who can't gauge a mood. A mother of two. Contrary. Nice to meet you, baby. Delivery man. Pussy Princess. A sexy girl who worried about her future. University. Sweet, pretty, lonely, hard, fluffy bro. Wada. A math man who loves the absolute. Cram teacher and Toshiki's former classmate. Tanako Aiko. Alright. Half a year from now, our Earth shall meet its end. Can you hear it as well? The crying of the universe. I mean, he's probably going to be spot on because they did say that, you know. Good vibrations, dude. Could see the future. Apparently. I drank too fast. Oh, that's too cold. That's too cold. However, my lovers, there is nothing to fear, for each and every one of you have a choice. So will you join me in celebrating the birth of a new world? Good vibrations. Yeah. Good vibrations. Tanako Aiko. Right? Look at her all grown up. She's got that look in her face though. Going to someone's funeral? Sorry, I'm in a rush. Oh, that's right. You're in Gravure Mag... Oh. Alright. You were in that Gravure magazine, weren't you? Good luck with being a model. I think you've got the wrong person. Yeah, sure. Sure, fam, sure. Not very friendly one, is she? My father, Oshikawa Piroshiki, passed away yesterday. Hello. No, we're still in Shinjuku. The disturbance and the acceleration shall cause an even greater dissonance, and will surely call forth the absolute... Shut up and pay your taxes, you there. I love you more than I can bear. Creepy nut job. The editor now says he wants to push the meeting 30 minutes earlier. What is with this guy? Come on there, let's hurry. To tell you the truth, in a way the world will not end, because it already came to an end long ago. You could say it has run to completion already. However, lovers, you must not lose sight of the hope that exists within yourself. To throw aside all else and bear your hopes. Let us create a new world together. The potential exists within you. Alright. Alright. If you say that you will, then I shall gladly become your cornerstone. My father, Hoshikawa Piroshiki, once said that God exists not as a singular entity, but in many forms in the heart of humans. But today I would like to challenge that notion. Though embarrassingly, I must admit, I am God. Hello, everyone. Sure. People are looking at him like, bro, get off the damn truck. Get out of the damn car, son. Happy New Year, bargain. Did he just get headshotted? He just got headshotted. Oyasumi Punpun, chapter 9 is 0. Will it come or not? No, it's already begun. The festival has begun. Everyone is just... Alright. You know what? Bag him. Bag him. Pretty sure it was in here somewhere. I found it. They're looking for the magazine. Alright, see. Look at her. I knew I had the right... Punpun with all the magazines hasn't seen her. Punpun and all her magazines. You know, all the magazines that he was buying, you know, to... You know, all the magazines that he was buying to... well... all the magazines that he was buying, you know, in preparation to read. You know, that's all he was doing, to read. And he hasn't seen it. I mean, he couldn't because of the no driving license, I guess. I guess that's what... maybe. See, I knew I had the right person. She sure sucks at faking a smile. Tanaka Aiko, 19. She looks sad. She looks down. She looks down. Baby, are you down? Funeral for Hoshikawa Piroshiki. The Oracle. The Miracle. Looks like things have always been tough for her. Cosmo Health Center. Funeral for Hoshikawa Piroshiki. I just said that. Listen up, Punpun. There is nothing at all to be nervous about. Just leave the talking to me. You can just sit there and silently if you want. What? Stop staring at me like that. I've never been nervous over a measly appointment in my life. Yeah, sure. Woo! Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go. They're going. They are going. They're about to probably have good news or bad news. Good news. Let's hope for some good news. Let's hope for some good news, ladies and gentlemen. Some good vibrations. Good vibrations. Ah, thank you. Oh, hi there. Could you just wait by the booth for a minute? Oh, let's talk about manga publishing. The recession is old hat. But I won't deny that there's been more appealing things than manga published as of late. Of course, manga will never die out as long as there are still good works made. I see. So you two worked on this together? Ah, yes, he was in charge of the story, sort of. Nice work, Mrs. Nanjo. As usual, your art and layout are well done. However, I'm still not sure how interestingly this actually is. I suppose this is as usual, I suppose this is as useful as well. Would you like something to drink? Ah, hello there, Mr. Fook. Usual. Usal. What's usal? Definitely not this. Definitely. High amount of effort, dedication. Okay, that doesn't really make sense. Okay, but sure. Ah, would you like something to drink? Ah, hello there, Mr. Fukasawa. I have to say your last work was excellent. If I recall correctly, you're a fan of Fukasawa, aren't you, Mrs. Nanjo? Well, this is just between you and me, but even his works can be a little... His works sell well enough as separate volumes, but they're not quite popular enough to sell the whole magazines. And his stories can be a little heavy-handed, but I suppose it's fine, since the content itself isn't too deep or anything. But I suppose that's just how less mainstream works are. Like Punpun. But I feel that I'm lacking a crucial something, Fukasawa. There are still a fair amount of readers who are engrossed by the atmosphere of such stories, aren't there? Well, even if there were, our company certainly doesn't need any more than one such author. Now, about your A Midday Shooting Star. In it, the jobless protagonist living a monotonous life runs across his former high school classmate while in Tokyo. Sound familiar? Hello, I'm calling about the line on panel 3, page 16. A few days later, he hears that she committed suicide, and after realizing the world keeps on spinning as usual, decides to move on with his life. In my opinion, the protagonist is just too self-contained for the story to be any interesting. And honestly, most worries a 20-year-old could possibly have can be simply resolved if you just found a job and worked. Tell that Punpun. Even if it didn't, the self-confidence gained from hard work would then guide his future. I really can't see the story as anything more than being about some emo kid. Saying all that while Punpun is hearing all that. His self-pity is just annoying, and it makes him seem like a spoiled child. There are much more unfortunate people out there in this world. She's about to snap, or he's about to. Someone better snap! And yet, they don't all act as depressed as your protagonist. So in other words, you'd rather have me write a moving story about the truly misfortunate people of society. I'm afraid I don't have the proper qualifications to draw such a story, and if I were to draw it, I'd feel like it'd be drawing just one big lie. And in the first place, fortune and misfortune are relative. Exactly. So I believe that sympathizing with the misfortunes of others is nothing more than self-deceit. I want to draw a story from the perspective of an average person, because the world we live in today is one where even the hopeless can continue living their dreary lives without fears of going hungry. It's my conviction that the courage to risk failure is the most crucial thing to have for us who lived in such a domesticated world. But that's just too self-congratulatory. It's nothing more than a big circle jerk. Well, I want to see it, as long as there is a meaning to it, even a masturbate. What? Why you say that? Even a masturbatory work can be worthwhile. Well then, what about the girl that committed suicide in your story? How realistic is this? Aren't you actually drawing a lie here despite what you just said? And if I were to commit suicide right here and now, would that be enough for you to accept and approve of my manga? No matter the cost, she wants that. I mean, obviously she's just saying that, but like she wants that. That's how dedicated she is to do everything to get that. And with her words, she's kind of proving like, yeah, I want to do everything that I can. Looks like we're getting off a little off topic here. Why don't we get back on track? For a manga, being interesting should be the first and foremost priority. Because we live in such a tough world, the reader wants something cheerful and simple to easily latch onto. And that's just idiotic. Such shallow emotions evoked by those stories won't solve anything. What people need is a more tangible sense of value with which to resolve the conflicts of everyday life. Even if that caused others to think of you as warped, as long as you can remain true to yourself until the moment you die. That is what I truly believe true dignity is. I'm afraid stating such self-assured facts these days will only alienate the readers. Why don't we calm down for a moment, Miss Nanjo? You seem awfully high-strung at the moment. Just who is it you're fighting? Me? The readers? Or perhaps society? Whatever the case, I'd like for you to set aside your personal attachment for the time being. If you start coming at me with such incomplete ideological arguments, I'm not even sure where to begin. So please try to communicate a clearer message. Yeah, this guy sounds like shoot, one of the students that I had when I was doing jurisprudence. When I was doing, one of the students alongside me when I was doing jurisprudence. Like, well, jurisprudence is the philosophy of law. Philosophy can't be proven. It's just a bunch of thought. Why are we studying philosophy of law? Like, bro, like, stop it. Stop it, alright? So please try to communicate. Or like when we were doing the Plato's cave. Forget. Plato's cave, when we were doing that. Well, why don't, instead of telling them, why don't you just break them all out? Just do that? Simple. Like, bro, come on. In any case, I'll submit your work to the newcomer award pool for the time being. Although I won't say that expressing such personal feelings in a work is necessarily a bad thing, I will say this. There's not as many people as you think in this world who would take an interest in what you have to say. Yes, panel 16, page 3, the line, I want to smell her pussy. Can I get that changed to, I'd like to put my nose right in on her? Alright. Excuse me. I have to go to the washroom and change my tampon. Okay. Well, she used to be a little calmer, so you going out with it? Ah, is that so? Well, it's not like I care either way. Alright, well, if you say so. Why don't we grab a bite before we head home? Nabe would be nice. What do you say to some motsunabe? It'll be my treat. Huh, what is it? Spit it out. It'll be alright since you're a genius, Sachi. Just screams in the middle of nowhere. Crying. Just shut up for a moment. I've got no choice but to keep trying. No other choice. No other choice. There's one way, and one way only, and that one way is forward. We're always moving forward. We'll always move forward. That's exactly what we'll do. We are moving forward. That's what we're going to be doing. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Moving forward. As well, in chapter count as well. We're now moving forward to chapter 92. 92, we're always moving forward. There is no way but forward. You understand me, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you do. Independent candidate for governor of Tokyo, Hoshikawa Toshiki, age 38. Since leaving Waseda University, he has conducted independent research on super string theory while working as a guard all over Japan. He is the current head of Pegasus Musical Ensemble. We now turn to his stance on political views. Good vibrations. Hello everyone, I am Pegasus. One application of my research on superstring theory has allowed me to touch the future. Let me make a statement. On July the 7th of this year, the Earth will go kablam and meet its end. And why is that, you ask? To illustrate with an example for the sake of convenience, it is the natural consequence of a falling Daruma doll with a popping eyeball. In short, it is a promised despair, and as such it is inevitable. That is why I have prepared for a long time for this. I have gathered many comrades to help me on this quest to avoid the coming despair, and our preparations are progressing along as we speak. I shall save this world. Good vibrations! However, I had been in a quandary for some time as well. I was unsure of whether or not this world had enough value to be worth saving in the first place. I'm sure many of you lovers have also felt the stagnation of our world during these past 10 years. Despite the surplus of material wealth and technology increasingly bringing people together, something was still lacking, and like a faint piece of string warping around our necks, it has been suffocating us. A state as dark as the end of the world. But I've come to think thus. The world is not coming to an end, but merely rebalancing itself to its ideal state. Whether in science or religion, our society has come to a peak at this current time. In other words, the world has become ripe. This is not a fact to rejoice upon. Congratulations, everybody. Oh, why the sad face? Why? Does your tummy hurt? Well, that's because you are still much too selfish for your own good. Even so! I will accept you in all your selfishness. Why? Because I love you more than I can bear? That's amore.
Amore, I love you.
How does that song go? Amore, amore, I love you, something like that. And so I fought long and hard. I painstakingly wondered while sleeping, but despite my efforts, I was only able to reach one conclusion. For the sake of the future, there is no other choice but to throw aside everything and start anew. And so, if I were to become the governor of Tokyo, I shall free all of Tokyo. Free from rules and regulations so that we may create a brand new world together. Aye. He's like, aye. Make me mayor of Tokyo, I'll scrap all the laws. And criminals will love him. Criminals would love him. Absolutely. 100%. From the recent earthquake tragedy, I personally witnessed your kindness, goodwill, upstanding morals, and unity. I was ever so moved. Tears gushed out from my eyes. You have the right to be proud of yourselves. You are all good, virtuous people. You people can surely do it. Nay, I'm convinced that no one other than you can do it. I'm sure we can overcome religious and cultural differences and come to an understanding. We all want to see a world of true happiness and equality, don't we? If so, then throw away your clothes and change into Pegasus. He's trying to sell his brand as well now. It's merch. He's going to buy my merch. My merch is in the description down below, ladies and gentlemen. You can buy so now on teespring.com. Hey! Families and friends and couples. Cast aside those notions of narrow groupings of humanity. Cast aside your homes, wealth, jobs, and come together at Toshomae. Is that a place? Gather at Toshomae as a pure individual. There we shall sing the song of praise under my lead. Adults, children, and the elderly. It doesn't matter whether you're an attacker, delinquent, lolicon, or even a murderer. You're all allowed to live. You are all allowed to live. Let us join our hands and talk about our future. And if someone were to refuse joining hands, let us combine our strength and beat him to death. Worry not, such people are not human. This guy is a fanatic, extreme. Let us kiss and take turns having passionate sex. Cast aside your individuality so that we may become one and progress to the next stage. This is no religion, nor is this my self-intoxicating talking. Self-intoxication talking. You yourself can turn this into reality with your decisions. Well, does it excite you? My chest is swelling with excitement. If you vote for me, I shall gladly fight off the promised despair, lovers. You can do this. You are splendid. You are hip. We shall create a new world from the cosmopolitan sky city of Tokyo. Let us witness the birth of a new age. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good. And that concludes the broadcast for Hoshikawa Toshiki's statement. The worst statement in existence. But he's gonna win somehow. I don't know how, but he's gonna win somehow. He should have no chance of winning, but he's gonna win somehow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that he's gonna win somehow, alright? Because good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Like, just, he's vibrating good. Yeah, he's vibing. Vibing, the vibe scepter. He's vibing. The fact that the whole chapter was about his speech is crazy. His speech, that's crazy. We kindly ask for any donations you can spare. There are many people suffering a final chapter for today, ladies and gentlemen. Be generous and give. Thank you very much, sir. We kindly ask for any donations you can spare.
Donations. Donations.
Penis! Woo! Sup? How you doing, gals? Huh? What's with this series look? Oh, it's nothing. Just as fat as over here, going on and about how she can't eat with all those people suffering out there. Hey, brother! Why don't we leave Nanja here and go to the disaster area to help all the poor people? Sorry, my university terms begins next week, so that's the earthquake relief fund that he was talking about. For the love of God, when the hell did you get all serious on my ass? Wasn't just last month when we were going on about wanting to be reborn as a Siamese cat in your next life or whatever? Well, if you want to be so reborn so badly, then just kill yourself already. I won't stop you. I have no intentions of changing my stance on the issue. And I'm going to continue to work only for myself, as I have always done. Anyone who tries to force that sickeningly easy-going, generous spirit out of others is nothing but an annoying prick. Well, I am shocked. Don't you have an ounce of compassion in your heart? I never thought you were such a selfish brute. Oh, please, as if you're acting purely from the goodness of your heart. You just want to feel less guilty about lounging on your fat ass every day as you live your comfortable life. Or do you seriously think that guilt-tripping people just by standing out on the sidewalk with a donation box is a good thing? You better think real hard about which one of us is the sane one here. Oh, come on now, girls. I may not know exactly what happened between you two, but my abs say that both of you should just calm. My abs say that both of you should just be calm for a moment. You're just acting tough as always, so what? You're just too bold for your own good, unaware of how cruel this world can be. Even Tokyo's a dangerous city, you know? You're being naive if you think people should never help each other out. Psst. Risks are just an unavoidable part of life. Even if you realize the danger, nothing's gonna come from always running away. That way, even when you die, you can be content that you gave it your all. But without a person accustomed to living such a peaceful and careful life could ever understand. If a little radioactivity is enough to scare someone away, then good riddance to him. My goodness. Pef, you talk big about working hard, but even you've made no progress on your manga after being rejected by the editor. You and Onodera are at your wits' ends, aren't you? It's not surprising concerning the story. Just what meaning is there to a manga about a boring everyday life? The times are changing, so you better change along lest be left behind, Nanjo. This much isn't nearly enough to change me. And no matter how much the world changes, one thing I know for sure is that you'll never change. Remember these words while you're chowing down on food again, all the while oblivious to others' suffering. Shut up, you frigid bitch. Oh, so you want to start something? Come at me, I'll make you squeal like the little piggy you are. Alright, that's enough, ladies. Hey, he's like, ah, come on, man, no catfighting here. More importantly, since the cherry blossom will be in full bloom soon, why don't we make up and go flower viewing together? Ah, what a lovely pack of meat you've got, man. Very plump. And she's like, very plump. You guys can't see. Very plump and juicy. And what a beautiful, well-crafted artificial face you have. How modern and artistic. Ooh. Good. Just like that. We all have our own opinions and philosophies, and neither is right nor wrong. And they say variety is the spice of life. So why don't we just leave it at that? True. How's Onodera doing, by the way? Are you two not together today? No, really haven't talked much as of late. He's probably sitting at home alone and crying to himself as usual. You know, I've been wondering for a while now, why aren't the two of you properly dating? Who knows? Think whatever you want. I wonder why, eh? Because he can't get over a certain little Aiko. Some of 100,000 received from Nanjo Sachi. So she made a donation. Okay. And there she is, just letting the blown in the wind. Fukushima, second nuclear reactor, cool and fit. Oh no. And Punpun just sitting at home, you know, blanket up, and he's like watching TV. We've all been there. Punpun, hello. I'm coming in, like it or not. Ew, this place is nasty. You want me to help clean this up? Punpun, you two made any progress on the manga? Of course you haven't. I pretty much know what you're thinking, so let me say this first. There is no need for you to rush. If you want to cry, then it's perfectly fine to cry until your eyes dry out. As long as you think and move along afterwards, I'll be by your side and support you. She's way too good of a person. I've been thinking non-stop for the past few weeks, just why is it that I'm so useless? It's fine even if you are useless right now, as long as you keep looking towards the future. I'm sure a day will come when you'll find your worth. Not only that, I can't help but get the feeling that I'm just dragging you down, Sachi. Worrying about me now? There's no need for that. You don't have to worry as long as you do that. As long as you do what I tell you, I guess. In the end, I'm just your pet. And? Do you have a problem with that? If you don't like it, you can do whatever you want on your own. And I'll go on my own way too. If I felt like it, I could easily draw an award-winning, pretentious manga by myself. Those tears won't work on me, you know. I guess talking's a waste of time. To both him and everyone else. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we end Punpun for this video. The thing is, right, she actually knows him now better than I think anyone else in the show. She knows him now better than anyone else in the show. Like, she knows how he thinks, she knows how he reacts, she knows how he is. So she knows exactly what to say to him, which is actually fantastic. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, he needs this kind of like support structure. And while it's not really a support structure, it keeps him busy. It keeps him, it keeps his mind occupied. It keeps his mind busy from other things that, negative thoughts that he could have been preoccupied with prior to this. So I'm very happy for her being in his life, and because the interactions are also very much fun for me as a reader. So I enjoyed this one. Good vibrations, ladies and gentlemen. Good vibrations. Good. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Good vibration. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get early access, full length, as well as super early access. Anyway, regardless, besides that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out and have a nice day.